this is the thing that I sometimes struggle to wrap my head around with it. And this is the only, I reckon somebody's been since, but that first ever one, I just sometimes go, God, I can understand why people ask the question. And it's purely because I look at space and I look at getting a rocket off the ground into space without it exploding, like it has numerous times, or so many things can go wrong. And you look at it and you look at SpaceX and you're like, okay, they've seemed to really master this whole thing now. SpaceX to me felt like Interstellar, like it really was modern technology at its best. When was the moon landing? The 60s, 65?
Yeah. I don't know, 60 something.
60 something. I mean, you look at the technology. Let's be honest. They didn't even have LED TVs back then, but yet they're putting somebody on the moon. How am I meant to believe it?
Well, I mean, it's a couple of questions. Or the first one's not really a question. I mean, the fact is that before they'd even sent someone to the moon, there'd been about 30 people that had been up into space. Like there'd been people going up into space for like 10 years before we got to the moon.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part. Once you're in space, going somewhere from then, that relatively is easy. I guess the question is, I mean, do you want to believe or live in a world where you don't believe in the moon landing? Like, I feel like that's kind of sad.